10. Hello, amigos. Hello. Aloha. Welcome. Do you know where you are? You're at 601 Skyline Boulevard in Avenel, California. I'm down here. I was going to go in and get me a cheeseburger, but I decided, nah. So I'm like, I need some water. And so I think I'm going to go in here and get me some water. I'm going to get some water and some coconut oil if they have any. Last time I was in there, they didn't have any. And I drank my last culture pot. I had the last one, which was strawberry. And as soon as they boost up the sugar, as soon as they boost up the what they call sugars, carbohydrates, as soon as they boost it up a little bit, put another 5 grams in there, they don't want it to be too good. It's like kissing someone's butt, right? They're like, they don't want the other companies to get pissed off at them, right? So they don't want to make it too good. If they put another 5 grams of sugar on it, that'll be pushing it. If they make it twice, even if they make one with twice the sugar, it's still less than half of the sugar that the other companies are using. But here's the kicker. This is good sugar, not the freaking poison freaking high fructose corn syrup and white ultra refined processed sugar. It's 80% sucralose. This stuff uses raw organic cane sugar or raw organic coconut sugar or just natural sugars that are in fruit by pouring in apple juice and whatnot, fruits that have a lot of sugar already. And that's the way to do it. But yeah, I'm sitting out here and I just came to pick up some coal oil. I got the garbage coal oil from in town. I didn't want to drive all the way out there to get the good stuff, the biodiesel. But yeah, so if I was to go try to get charged up right now, a lot of people came into the comments. I'm just sitting out here at the store in Avenel. If I was to go try to charge the car over here, and I forgot to take a look at that one. But here's what I'm going to do for you. I'm this close to ordering that solar panel because I'm realizing that 1,000 watts is a lot. Okay? So I think I'm going to build the system that I've been talking about. Okay? I was like, well, I need to build a 240 volt system, right? 6,000 watts. But 1,000 watts is pretty cool. You know, the car's just sitting there all day long and it's charging. And 1,000 watts, you have that thing on every day. And in 1 month, it's basically what you spend on gasoline. How much do you spend on gasoline? $30 a week, 30, 60, 90, 120 bucks. That's what your PG&E bill's going to look like. So, like I said, I'm that close to ordering it. If you want to see it, it's on eBay. It's the flexible solar panels, and I'm trying to get it off a vendor who has 100%. But there's this one guy on there. He doesn't got that good of feedback. He's got like, I think it's 98%, I think. And I was thinking of getting it from that one. And here's the kicker. It's free shipping. So, the system, you got people starting to do it, okay? Somebody just built one today. It's got the LiFePo. It's got the thing to charge it up to 5,000 kilowatt off a 1,000 watt system, right? But because the battery is so huge, by the time it's done charging the whole day long, you're going to have 5 kilowatt hour. You're going to have a 5 kilowatt hour available. That means you can charge your car at 5,000 watts for 1 hour. Or you can charge it at 1,000 watts for 5 hours. And off just a couple of panels. Well, not really. You'd have to have the 4 panels, 1,200 watts. But I'm planning on getting one. And I think they're 18 volts. Tomorrow, I tried to take a picture of the solar panels that are on that thing over there. And it didn't it didn't show up on the video very good at all. You can't read what it is. All you can see is that it's a sun power. And this person who's selling used solar panels, he's got a lot of those sun powers. So tomorrow what I'm wanting to do is take a picture of it. I'm going to zoom in and take a picture of it. Maybe not zoom in, because when you zoom in it shakes, right? So I'm going to try and take a picture of it tomorrow so that, you know what? I got my telescope. That's right. I got a telescope that I can read it. So we can find out how many watts those panels are. But the system that I'm going with, it's pretty much the cutting edge of technology. And so it's just so much, way much better. These things probably weigh 3 pounds, where those that are sitting up on that thing, they're probably older than a decade. Maybe a decade or two, who knows? Those things weigh 30 pounds a piece, 18 kilograms. So I'm that close to ordering one, but getting this new vehicle, it set me back. But I was that close to ordering it today, so that we can get started with this 1,000 watt system that I want to build to charge the car when the car's sitting at home, because we're starting to get a lot of daylight. I charge the car right now off level 1, and it charged for probably, I think, 6 or 7 hours. At 1,000 watts, it gives you 1 kilowatt every hour. And so each kilowatt is 4 miles. of range. Real range, not the what it shows on the speedometer would probably be like 7 miles, but really if you look at the leaf spy, it's anyhow, I do have something to tell the people, the younger people who are trying to find a job. And here's my insurance papers. I got to put these in the car, but I have to remember to put them in the other car too, which I'm thinking about selling it. I'm thinking about, retiring it. You can get $1,000 to $1,500 because it's got so much miles on it. And I think it's better just to sell it and, and buy a newer model with 2009 instead of putting money in to repair it when it's got so many damn miles, right? Or just keep it for parts. But I'm really thinking about selling it. Not selling it, but retiring it. But there's other hurdles that I have to think about now. I got a message back from the PG&E for the what do you call that? Rebate for buying a used electric car. Incentive for buying a used electric car. And so I got most of the paperwork. So I got most of the paperwork that I need, and I sent it off. There's one thing that I kind of like substituted something, but tomorrow I can get the real McCoy. So I'll have all the documents. I have all the documents that I need. And so I'm just wondering, how that is going to affect, everything else, because this is going to boost my income. So I'm trying to figure that out. And so talking to the people who don't know what to do with their life, they're going to college, but they don't have a clue on what they're going to do, right? There ain't no jobs, all the teacher jobs have been taken. And, they're not smart enough to learn, engineering to get on with these tech companies. Well, I would suggest, if you're interested in electronics, I would say to hop on the EV bandwagon. And for the entrepreneurs, I used to be an entrepreneur myself. I had a TV and VCR repair shop, which was quite liberating. It was quite liberating. Where's my other phone? And a lot of people used to come in and they would just like, man, they wish they could have something like that, but they don't know electronics. I was saying that electronics is really easy, but you know what? It takes a lot of studying if you're doing it on your own, which is what I did. And it comes to you in your sleep, right? You dream about the stuff, just like a toddler learning to navigate the world. So, how's my signal?
Crack one open, get you a swig.
I am zero people in here. That's crazy. I am so appalled by the videos I've been watching on YouTube, not the live feeds. They're like, I don't know, shorts or something. And it's just like live feeds, but it's not live. And it's just, it's really annoying to see some of these. It's difficult to put it into words unless you know, go into depth on it to explain it. It's all about psychology, controlling the narrative, and these multi-billion-dollar companies acting like they're regular people. And they're fooling a lot of people. People think that these are regular people. Okay, so I'm just checking my signal here. Uh, the subscribers are going up pretty good. I should be at 1K subscribers probably by Christmas at this rate. Okay, so let me see here. Where's my channel? Oh, here I am. Okay. Okay, the channel looks good. So, I didn't see it go to 19, but yeah, so don't have nothing to really do, right? I'm just sitting out here in the parking lot and waiting for all these people to clear out so that I can run in there, grab my water and coconut oil if they have coconut oil. And the cold pressed coconut oil is crazy expensive. I can't afford that, so I just buy the regular coconut. But if worse comes to worse, I can just make my hot chocolate with milk tonight, and I can uh, cook whatever I want to cook. I don't have nothing to cook really, but if I do, I can use butter. But I'll probably use some corned beef tonight, or um, corned beef, or because I don't have no eggs. I just ran out of eggs today. Um, yeah, probably corned beef. I don't have anything else. Yeah, probably corned beef with cheese. I was gonna try to go for a cheeseburger, but uh, I decided not to. I didn't want to walk in the store, and so I'm just waiting for the stuff to clear. The $150 that they took out when I was in Fresno, that crazy company, uh, they put that $50 back into my bank account, and but the other company that I was surprised, um, what's it called? Uh, what the hell is it called? I'll find out right here. It's called Charge Point. They freaking charged me all over the place, and that did not clear. I thought for sure it would have cleared. The other one cleared. Why are those all still on there? And so I'm gonna wait for that to clear. Then I will go and check the charger here because it's a charge point. And if it's working, then I'll probably take off to Walmart to pick up some supplies. I'll check my budget to buy everything up there for Walmart. And So if you are into electronics, if you like electronics, if you uh like vehicles, if you like vehicles, electric vehicles, not the gas powered vehicles. If you like electric vehicles and you like power, right? That's fun. If you like power, then I would say to do this, especially if you're an entrepreneur, you want to start your own business, because the market is wide open right now. And, well, you're your own boss, right? And this is liberating. This is an entrepreneur. And it's pretty nice because your efforts are rewarded with money, right? That's your reward. And it's, all the benefits of that business go to you, not to someone else. Your efforts go to yourself. And it's very rewarding and very nice, especially if you're out there slaving, doing something you don't like to do, right? And all the negative stuff that comes along with it. Then there is an opportunity right now for you to start your own business if you get the training. And so I've got the email and I haven't read it yet. I was doing other stuff. I was filling out that EV rebate, electric vehicle rebate. But the company responded to me, the school responded to me real fast. And so I'm going to find out how much it cost, because I'm thinking about taking the class. I told you that my mentor a long time ago, he's the one that got me into college. And he had told me to learn this. That was 30 years ago. And I didn't, right? But now here it presents itself again. So if I'm able to, I'm gonna make an effort to check it out. If it becomes too difficult, then I drop out. But you never know, you know? And so here's the reason why you want to do it. Because I run a TV and VCR repair shop. And these things that are coming from Asia, the quality control is through the roof now. 50 years ago, it was junk. But now the quality control is through the roof. So these products, like, not the TVs and VCR, not the TVs and stereos, okay? Let's talk about the VCRs, because it was a TV VCR repair shop. Back then, VCRs, everybody was into VCR, just like you're on your TV. Just like you watch your TV, this is how people used to watch VCRs. There was no YouTube. You couldn't just watch whatever the hell you wanted to. You had to watch cartoons on Saturdays. right? And if you wanted to watch movies, you had to go down to Blockbuster and rent the VHS cassette. And there would be like $1, right, to rent the movies, I think. I think they were $1 or $2. And then you'd have your popcorn and you know watch movies like that on the VCR. So most of the money, most of the profit was on repairing VCRs. But over 90% of the things that you repaired on them was not electronic, because the electronics are sound. They've got it down to an art. The electronics was very, very dependable and reliable. So over 90% of the repairs on VCRs was replacing tires and belts, little rubber tires and belts. And so you repair a couple VCRs in one day, you're good for that day, right? You got cash. It's all cash coming in. That's your little cash cow. And throw in a stereo and a TV in there with it, right? Now the TVs and the stereos, the electronics they were designed to go bad. It wasn't that they couldn't make them repairable. They designed them to go bad. And so this is where we're going now with the chargers, the infrastructure that's going on. They're going up all over the place. It's just the people don't know where they're at. They need to start putting signs, EV chargers, right? Wherever there's a EV charger. Because when you're looking for these things on a map and say you're running out of juice, you don't know where the hell these damn things are. Because the way the apps are, they're not very accurate. They're not accurate like your maps. Your Google Maps, that's accurate. You can, put it on that you're walking and it'll walk you right up to where they're at. But these apps that are available, they pretty much, they suck. And there's about 4 different apps that you use, and they're crappy apps as far as the locating the stuff. When you go to look for something, it freaking zooms you out. When you go and you turn it back on, it takes you back to where you were 50 miles away. It doesn't zoom in like, your Google Maps. When you open it up, it shows you where you are right now. If I open up Google Maps, it'll show me right here where I'm at. But if I open up one of these apps, it stays on where you were 50 miles ago when you logged out of it. So you don't think they're doing that on purpose? Or somebody sabotaging the software? But it's all jacked up. The whole thing is nasty. It needs somebody to go in there and clean this stuff up and make it work right. And so yeah, you do a couple of VCRs and you got all kinds of money in the kitty, and you're your own boss. And why do you think people start their own businesses? It's very rewarding and satisfying. You do you're doing what you like to do, and the improvements that you do for it benefits you, not somebody else. And so why would someone not start a business in electric vehicle repair if they're into, you know, um, repairing automobiles, and if they're into power and electronics and are motivated to start their own business, then why do they not? There's none. The market is wide open. And so there's one company across the whole United States that is repairing electric vehicles. And just like 90% of the VCRs that came in, it was just a rubber tire and a rubber belt that needed to be replaced. 75 cents. The tires were like 35 cents. And these electric vehicles is basically the same way. 90% of them need to have the battery replaced. So if you look on YouTube, you can see that people will change their own battery by themselves. They have some cars now that you can drive in and it will change the battery in 3 minutes. How difficult can it be? And so you have people who will change their whole battery by themselves in like 8 hours at home. And they show the whole thing. They show it on YouTube. And so there are so many cars out there right now that you can pick up for like $1,500. If you were to go in and put a new battery in these things, you could make some money. And also the satisfaction of bringing something back, right? Because everything else is, that's the only thing it needs. Without the battery, it's basically useless. And so there's one company doing this across the whole United States. One company that's working on EVs. If you do a web search for get my battery replaced in my electric vehicle, it'll point you to the nearest big city and they'll be there. They're the ones who's doing it. Okay? They're replacing batteries. They take them out. You can, like this car has like 91 batteries. I was telling you those Teslas, they have like 4,000 batteries, and those I don't know if you can repair those or not. I have no idea. These you can. These from Japan, you can. And basically, the computer software does it all for you. It tells you exactly which ones are not performing good. And so if you take that battery pack out and you have another battery pack and you've already taken out the bad ones, the bad cells, you still have 75 or 80 good cells. So with one battery pack, you take out the 5 bad cells, you can repair 7 or 8 vehicles with that one battery. Because if you replace the 5 bad cells, it brings it back up to like 95%. It's almost like brand new. And so you can get another 2 years out of the vehicle, with good range, like when it was brand new. And so this company that's nationwide is charging $5,000 to replace the battery. So if you were to have some people set up shop in these little towns, people would be swarming to them from the big cities. They would be swarming to these small shops who provide this service, because these people are charging $5,000. You can charge half of that and steal their clients from them. Those people will be rushing out of the big city like fleas off a old hound dog, right? If you were to offer the service for $2,500, you don't think people are gonna freaking be all over that like a bad attitude? Huh? Why are there not? There's freaking infrastructure going on like you wouldn't believe. And I'm planning on showing you this. When my money comes up, I'll probably go rent a car and go everywhere. It's difficult to find it because the software on these apps is so horrible. It's so horrible. They're making it difficult to find these places. I don't know who's behind it. They're making it difficult to find the places and everything. But I've been doing it. And so, yeah, I can't do it in this vehicle because this vehicle does not have the range to be doing that. I would have to rent a car. And I mean that'd be nice in itself anyway, right? I'd run over here, I'd go all through Hanford and show you all these places, even the ones that are on the way, okay? And show you that Hanford is just drenched in freaking these things, but you don't know where they're at, right? Until you go searching for them. Then now you know where everything's at. And it's just drenched in EV chargers. This town right here has 1, 2, 3. This town has 3 chargers. Okay? Lemoore, which is a big town. It's a military town, right? It's got tons of money. Right? They've got 3 chargers. 4. They got 4 chargers. One of them is freaking so jacked up that if somebody goes over there and that damn thing turns on and there's a kid walking by and grabs that thing, they could be freaking toast. What kind of freaking negligence is this? Who's the owner of that business? That's a freaking joke, dude. And yeah, 3 in a military town. All those people who do have electric cars there, they're getting freaking bent big time. Where Hanford is freaking drenched. You pull up the app and look at Hanford. It's drenched in EV chargers, and I want to go show them all to you. FRESNO too. There's a lot of vandalism, a lot of freaking negligence, chargers that are neglected, that don't even work, that have been jacked up in high schools, $1 million high schools, and their 2 chargers that they have had the cables chopped off for who knows how many years. What kind of a principal must they have? That's freaking pathetic. Here at this high school, we have 2 functioning, working electric vehicle chargers. But in Hanford, it's the same county, where you have the most millionaires in the whole central San Joaquin Valley is in Hanford. They don't even have no EV chargers at the Walmart, and the EV chargers, the free EV chargers that they have at the West Campus High School are freaking vandalized, and they haven't been repaired. Who knows how long they've been like that, right? And yeah, I want to go show you all these things. It's just totally freaking bizarre. How can you have a city that's only 7 miles from another city it's a pretty good sized city? I told you all the stuff they have: Domino's, Me and Ed's. No, I think they closed the Me and Ed's, but Kentucky Fried Chicken, 7-Eleven, Jack in the Box, 2 different donut shops, a shopping mall, Domino's Pizza, that Louisiana chicken place, a Vietnam restaurant, Asian stores, right? And they have 3 chargers. That's freaking crazy. And so I want to go show you all these chargers that they have in Hanford and show you what's going on with them, and show you in Fresno also what's going on. In other words, EV cars are on the way. They know. Somebody knows that the EVs are on the way. Look what just happened in Canada. Canada told freaking United States to go to hell, basically. And all those 50,000 affordable Chinese electric vehicles are on the way to Canada. And when they get to Canada, watch how fast they start squeezing in through the borders. Over in Buffalo, New York, Niagara Falls, Huron, Michigan. These are all border towns with Canada. Washington State, I forget what the little town, Pendleton, I think it's called. Pendleton's right by British Columbia. And when the people start catching on that they are being cheated, they are being neglected, everybody else on planet Earth has access to these state-of-the-art, best technology, affordable Chinese vehicles. Everyone's getting these vehicles, everyone on planet Earth, except the oppressed nation, the United States of America. They are neglecting the citizens, not letting them have access to reliable, dependable transportation. Okay? And so they're on the way. And it would behoove those in automotive repair to get on board and learn about what these things are. So I'm checking out the school. I want to find out how much it costs, and I'll let you know. And if I enroll in the class, I'll let you know how that's going too. But right now, like I said, the market is wide open. There is nobody replacing or repairing these batteries. How difficult can it be if one dude can do it by himself? There's people making videos on YouTube showing you replacing these batteries by themselves. Can you imagine you repair 2 or 3 of these a day? $2,000 a piece? I was repairing VCRs and TVs, making $68 on a repair. These are $2,000 a repair. So, anyway, thanks for tuning in. And I had forgotten to mention that on my video that I made earlier this morning. And so I'm just going to go back to the house. I got my coal oil. I've got food. I just make my hot chocolate with milk. So I don't want to walk in there because there's too many people in there. I just see if my account clears up tomorrow, then I'll attempt to make it to Walmart. But if it's not, I don't want to attempt it. I don't want to get stuck over there and not be able to access the charge point network. But yeah, it was a little bit. I should have called right there when I came back from Fresno and I got to that one spot. To me, it looked like a freaking setup. Okay, these people are paying attention. They had the car there with nobody in it, not being charged. The dude in the freaking Ford Lightning pickup, who I didn't even see him get out of his truck and then takes off. It was a freaking setup. And I got there and I'm just like panic mode, and I freaking bailed out of there without calling to find out what's going on, right? Ended up driving all around, trying all different freaking bing, ding, 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 keep freaking dinging my freaking bank account. $150, 25, 25, 25, 25. How stupid is that? Are they freaking stupid? They already charged it once and it didn't freaking register, and they're going to keep doing it over and over again. There's some freaking goofy crap going on over there. That's why I told you that person I talked to today, I think that was one of the upper ups or the CEO. And I told you, the dude's a total piece of shit to be doing this to people. And I told him straight on the phone, right? Stranding people, you know, and they know that it's only the poor people that are going to be, you know, stranded out there. But they are a really bad human being. Okay, so I'll turn this thing off. I was gonna wash the windows, but yeah, I had to come back. Ooh, look at this. Somebody's got their Christmas lights on. How weird. All right, so we'll talk to you a little bit later. If I remember something to talk about, I'll probably turn it back on. Got a couple of joggers there. Woo! Looking for that good stuff. Tighten up on your backstroke. All right, stay tuned, everyone. Thanks for leaving comments. Thanks for leaving a like. I really appreciate it. Talk to you soon.